Hey everyone, as always, Dylan Miller Prospecting, and it's Paydirt Review time again. And this time we're going to be re-reviewing Prospector's Golden Gems. Now, I reviewed two of their bags about 3 years ago, and I got really good ROIs off of both bags. Unfortunately, I did have some problems not only with the product, but the description, customer service, and shipping. But my friend Clint, who likes picking and panning out Paydirt with his girlfriend, told me he was ordering a bag and asked me if I wanted to review it and then send it back to him. And I said yes. And this is the bag he sent me, the treasure chest bag. Now, this is a pretty expensive bag, so I'm really hoping to get a good ROI on it, because unfortunately my friend Clint had some problems with not only the shipping, but the customer service as well. So we're going to have to deal with that at the end of the video. For right now, let's just flash up the description, go to the overhead, and check out this Paydirt a little bit closer. As you saw, a really basic description. It only tells you that this is 1 to 2 pounds of dirt, but it doesn't tell you anything about the dirt. It tells you it is guaranteed up to a 1/4 ounce of gold, but it doesn't guarantee a minimum. So you could get 0.0001 grams of gold, and they would still meet their guarantee. It states you could find some silver bars, coins, jewelry, things like that, but again, no real guarantee. But let's weigh it up to see if it is the 1 to 2 pounds. I'm pretty sure it's over that, but let's check it out. 3 pounds, 1 ounce, and let's open it up and check out the dirt. It is dry, which is good. I will rinse this out before the end of the video to make sure if there's any gold trapped in it, I recover it. Let's check out the material. Kind of looks like beach sands. I see some coins and stuff in there. Definitely have to pick through this. I am going to classify this. In fact, I don't think I'm going to classify this down. I think I'm just going to leave it like this. I'm going to pick through it, and then after we pick through it, then if I think I need to, I will classify it down. But pretty much this all just looks like play sand. I see nothing bigger than 20 mesh. So I don't think there's any real need to classify it down. So let's go to the picking and panning station. We're going to pick through all this material, and then we're going to pan it out and hopefully find some really good gold and maybe some treasures. So I decided not to go over to the panning station to do the picking. This is a better camera for the overhead. So we're just going to start dumping it in here, picking out what we can, and listen to some music. Well, I finished picking through all the material, and now we're going to go take this to the panning station and pan it out. But first, let's check it for any magnetite. Doesn't look like it really has anything, but we're going to check it. does have a little bit. I mean, I don't think this is going to be difficult to pan out at all. We'll find out in the end, though. But let's go take it to the panning station, finish panning this out, and get the rest of this gold out of here. Well, finished picking and panning everything out, and that was fairly easy Paydirt to go through, but we'll talk about that in a minute. For right now, let's show you everything I found picking and panning. Now for picking, I found a lot of stuff. I don't have the gold here. Obviously, we're going to show you that in a minute, but I found some gems, probably not worth anything. A 925 silver ring, some sad crystalline silver, looks like it's been rolled over, some coins, a silver bar, and a silver round. So some really cool stuff here. We'll talk about it in a minute, but first let me just show you the gold I found. And there you go. This is the gold I found picking, and then this is the gold I found panning. And there is a couple little pieces in there that are kind of chunky, and I kind of just missed when I was picking it out. I tried to pick everything I thought would be plus 10, but there's probably a couple pieces I missed, and there's probably a couple tiny pieces in there that aren't really plus 10. And now let's weigh up the gold, and then we're going to talk about the extra goodies I found here and their value. So for the gold, let's weigh up the stuff I found picking. .780 grams. And then we will do the stuff I found panning. And then we'll add it up and see how much gold I found. And again, it didn't have a set guarantee, but they did say it was guaranteed up to a 1/4 ounce. And 4 grams on the dot. So let's weigh it all up. $7.790. Oh, wait, 7.780. You're supposed to go up, not down. But there you go, 7.780 grams of gold. Now, for the other things I found here, we'll move this to the side. For the other things I found, I'm going to actually try to get this ROI as close as possible as to what it is realistically. Now, for the gems, I don't think they have any value whatsoever. For the silver itself, the crystalline silver, weighed it up and it's worth 60 cents. The silver ring, again, weighted up, it is 925 silver, and based on the price of 925 silver, it's worth $2.56. Now, you could give it a little bit more value because of the way it looks. It's a nice ring. You could probably sell it in a garage sale or something like that for $5 to $10, but I'm just strictly going to go off of the silver price of $2.56. For the silver bar, The weight on it makes it worth $24.98, but I'm actually going to go with the price the bar sells for because you can't really get poured bars or coins cheaper, and that price is $30.95. For the penny, it's a 1942D, and the cheapest I could find one was $1. The centavos is worth about $1, and the Standing Liberty quarter, the cheapest I could find in about the same condition, is $7.50. But the big one is this replica silver coin, a toka, and this sells for $49.95. That's actually the cheapest I could find it for. I've actually seen some that have sold on eBay for over $70. The cheapest I could find it, though, is $49.95. So we're going to add all that up, the gold spot, the gold, and all that, and add it to the review. So let me go crunch some numbers, write up my review, and we'll be right back. All right, finished calculating my ROI, writing up my review, and let's get right to it. Now, I went through a treasure chest bag from prospectorsgoldandgems.com. It had no guaranteed set amount of gold, but they do guarantee you will find up to a quarter ounce of gold. Its cost was $600. Shipping was $2.99 for a grand total of $602.99. And as you saw earlier in this video, I recovered 7.780 grams of gold, as well as some silver and other things worth $93.56. Now, the gold spot on the day that this was ordered by my friend Clint was $63.38, making the gold I found worth $493.10. Add that in with the $93.56 worth of other goodies, you come to a grand total of $586.66, giving me an ROI of 97.29%. And I think that's a great ROI. That is definitely the best ROI I've ever gotten from a treasure chest bag that I know of or can remember. But I am kind of old and I do forget things, but I'm pretty sure this is the best treasure chest bag I've ever gone through ROI stand-wise. Now for fun factor, I'm actually going to bump this up to a 10. And I really didn't think I would have this much fun going through it, but I really enjoyed myself not only picking it out, but panning this material out as well. I will say I do have a little bit of a caveat to the 10 fun factor. I really do wish the material came in larger sizes. I even looked back through my old reviews, and his old material used to have classifications in all four. You would get plus 10 material all the way down to minus 40. And this material was pretty much on the smaller side. So I really do wish it had some larger material in it and make the picking a little bit more fun. But even with that, I'm still going to give it a 10 for fun factor. Sadly though, with a really good high score for something also comes a low score, and that's the description. I am only giving him a 4. It pretty much doesn't say anything other than it is 1 or 2 pounds and that you could or might find some other things. So he's only getting a 4 for description. For quantity and packaging, he's getting a 9. 10 for quantity because it was definitely over the 1 or 2 pounds stated, and an 8 for the typical coffee bag, giving him a total score of 9 for that. And lastly, for customer service and shipping, he's only getting a 6. 6 for customer service because when this order was placed, it took them 9 days to contact Clint to tell him that the Paydirt still hadn't shipped yet and that it would ship that night. Unfortunately, it didn't ship that night. It shipped 3 days later for a total wait time of 13 days before this package got put in the mail. So for that, they're getting a 6 for customer service and shipping, giving the Prospector's Gold and Gems treasure chest bag a total score of 7.7. And while that's not the best score ever, considering that they got a 97% ROI, it is a really good score. And it would be really, really good score if they actually would ship stuff out quickly, had better customer service, and if they really, really improved their description. But overall, not a horrible score. 7.7 is a pretty decent score, and it comes with a 97% ROI. Now, would I buy this Paydirt again or recommend it? Well, I didn't buy this. Clint did, and I'm going to be drying this up, dumping everything back into the bag, and sending it back to him. But I definitely would recommend this bag of Paydirt. Like I said, I think this is the highest ROI I've ever gotten from a treasure chest bag, and it wasn't full of a whole bunch of stuff that really had no value. It did have a few gems. It probably could use some more gems added to it, but overall, I thought it was pretty fun. Most of the things you find in there that weren't gold actually had real value. So I would definitely recommend this bag of Paydirt. You might have to wait a while for it to come in, but if you get a really good ROI out of this bag, it's well worth it. But that's going to be it. Thanks for watching. Happy panning. And if you're not already a subscriber, think about hitting that subscribe button below.